These are all 3-year lease deals based on 3 months up front and 10,000 miles a year. Please use the link in the video description to check out the deals for yourself or to adjust the terms to something that suits you better, and it helps support the channel. Thanks. Hello folks, it's a flying visit today. We're looking at the EV lease deals of the month for Feb, which include 2 of the best EV leasing deals I've ever seen. Let's crack straight on. As always folks, use that link in the video description. It really does help. Right, here we go. Look at this. The Renault Zoe 100 kilowatt iconic R135 50 kilowatt hour boost charge. We've seen it a lot of times recently in videos. At the moment, best price I've ever seen a Renault Zoe for. 779 quid up front and 259, basically 260 quid a month. 238 miles of range, 338 litres of boot space, Group 22 on the car insurance, 134 horsepower, 0-62 in 9.5. It's got navigation, it's got aircon, it's got reverse parking sensor, heated seats, cruise control. It's fairly well spec this thing, and look at that. Average price over the last 12 months, even though it's been really cheap recently, 389 quid a month, currently 259. Just look where it was in August, 483. In September, 519. This is a phenomenal deal. It will go quickly. This is in stock, is available for delivery in a couple of weeks time. Jump on this if you want one. Please use that link in the video description if you do so. The Zoe's been around for a little while now. I haven't had the chance to drive one yet, but I hear pretty good things about it, to be fair. Really, you just can't argue with those numbers. It's small petrol car money for what is quite a decent little EV with a decent range and not bad boot space. Nissan Leaf is the next one, 855 up front and 285 a month. And if we go down here, you'll see the average price for that's been £341 over the last 12 months, currently 285. And just a couple of months ago, you know, it's nearly 400 quid a month. 168 miles of range on this compared to 238 on the Zoe. 445 litres of boot space, so it has got a better boot than the Zoe. This one's 2.5 quicker to 62. But in these small cars, you're probably not too worried about that, I would imagine. And once again, I don't ever recall seeing a Nissan Leaf for less than this. So it's a really decent deal. Just to show you how good that is, here's the VW e-up, which is obviously much, much smaller than both of those cars. Only 160 miles of range. Brilliant little city car though. That's 807 up front and 269 a month. And at that price, it's actually a good deal. It's the average price for the year on it's been 277 a month. It's currently 269. And as you can see, it's not too long ago that was 343 quid a month. So it's currently 807 and 269. And I think if you compare it against that Zoe, Zoe's a hell of a lot more car for the same amount of money. Next one, we've got the Citroen EC4. We've seen deals on these around for a little while now. Grand up front, 335 a month, 219 miles of range, 380 litres of boot space, 136 bhp, and insurance group 22, by the way. And look at this one again, 443 quid is the average it's been for the year. It's currently 335. Brilliant deal. More deals in a sec, but as you can see, Lease Loco have had a little bit of a makeover. This is the sort of second part of their web redesign, and I think it looks great. It's really nice and easy on the eye, very clear. You'll see the mascot has changed. We've now got this little fella instead of the old skeleton character. I think it just finishes off that redesign quite nicely. So just thought I'd mention that in case you thought you'd landed on a different site. Right, the MG4. People keep asking me to put these in videos, but as I've said a million times, I only put a car in one of these videos if it makes sense. I'm not going to show you a deal on something that isn't really a great deal. Like when people say, well, show us something under 200 quid. I can show you something under 200 quid that's a really bad deal. I'm not going to do that. But I thought I'd make an exception on this case. MG4, 125 kilowatt SE EV, 218 miles of range. During my time with the MG4s, one thing I learned to take with a bit of a pinch of salt was the range. 289 litres of boot space, 170 brake horsepower and Group 27 on the car insurance. 1115 up front, 371 a month. 0-62 in 7.7 seconds. Brilliant handling thing. Great car, in fairness. I just wish that the range had been a little bit more honest. As you can see, the average price for the year is 345 quid and it's currently 371. There's a lot of demand for this car. It's only really just come out, so deals just aren't around. So just to explain, that's why I don't show these things. Not that there aren't deals available, they're just not very good ones when you compare to what else is on the market at the moment. Peugeot 𝑒2008 is next, 100 kilowatt active premium, 191 miles of range, 434 litres of boot space, Group 25 on the car insurance and 136 brake horsepower. A grand up front and 343 a month, 0 to 62 in 9 seconds on this one. And again, look at this. Average price for the year, 423 quid. Currently, 434. That's bonkers. That's a great saving, that is, folks. Brilliant saving. Best price we've seen in a year on it. And finally, just because I have to show you it, we've got the Tesla Model Y. As has been the case of late, it's 1,719 quid up front, 573 a month. Based on my normal leasing profile here, that is still a decent saving over the average price for the year, which has been 641 quid. And if we go all the way back to September when it came out, it was £768 a month. Thank you for watching. Please use that link in the video description. Please like the video, please leave a comment, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And if you have, click the notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything, but all of those things really, really help me to do this. And obviously using that link to Lease Loco helps me more than anything. So thanks again. See you on the next one.